Hello and welcome to Chapter 3, Lesson 4. Today we're going to be talking about subtracting with regrouping. So sometimes when you're subtracting, you don't have enough to take away from, and so you need to regroup so that you can have enough. Now this is going to be kind of one of those tricky ones where we're supposed to be using base 10 blocks, and I don't have, well, it's kind of hard to do on a video. So we'll just try this out, see how it goes. Here it says you will use place value, which you guys are so good at place value, to exchange equal amounts to rename a number. So how I like to view this is if you have 10 $1 bills, you could go to the bank and you could say, hey bank, I would like to exchange it for one $10 bill. Now you're not having to walk around with 10 $1 bills in your wallet. You only need to walk around with one $10 bill. So we're going to kind of do some exchanging here so that we are able to subtract. So let's jump right in. All right, so the first problem we have here is says find 244 minus 137. And then it says equals the unknown. Okay, that's the number we need to solve for. So first step is we're going to estimate. 244 is about 200. 137 is about 100. So we know our answer should be near 100. We did kind of make a big jump, right? Going from 244 down to 200 and from 137 down to 100. So we'll see how close we get. So first, it says draw your model. So 244. Hundreds are the blocks. 40 would be the sticks. And then 4 ones. 2 hundreds, 4 tens, 4 ones. Now, what I need to do is I need to take away 137. Okay, well notice, do I have 7 ones I can take away here? No, I don't have 7 ones. So what I need to do is I need to go next door and say, hey, Mr. Tens, can I take 1 10 and trade it out for 10 ones? 10 ones. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to trade 1 10 for 10 ones. Okay, now can I take away 7? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can. And I'm left with 7 left over. Okay, now I have to take away 3 tens. I can do that. 1, 2, 3. Now I have 0 tens and 7 ones. Okay, and then I have to, I had 2 hundreds. I have to take away 100. So I'm left with 100. So my answer would be 107. Okay, over here it says if we subtract the ones, you cannot subtract 7 ones from 4 ones, which is what we had to go next door and get 10 more ones. And so now there are 14, right? I had 14 ones here. And then I could subtract 7. 14 ones minus 7 ones is 7 ones. Okay, so then I go through and I subtract the tens, and I subtract the hundreds. Now, our next lesson, we're going to look at what does it look like with numbers. Okay, so let's try another problem here. All right, so this kind of goes over what we just talked about on the last page. So then we took 3 tens minus 3 tens are 0 tens. 2 hundreds minus 100 is 100. So we got an answer of 107. The unknown is 107. So what we can do to check our answer to make sure we did everything right is we can use inverse operations, which means the opposite of subtraction, and that is adding. Okay, so I would take 107 plus 137. So I took my unknown, I'm going to add it to my middle number and see what I get. 14, 4, 244, and that checks out. All right, so here it says in step 2, why did you regroup 110 as 10 ones? So we did that because we needed to subtract. So we'll say you do not need to write this down, just listen along. I needed to subtract 7 ones, but I only had 4 ones. So when I regrouped, then I had 14 and I could take away 7. What did you notice about the 10s in step 3 when you subtracted them? There were 3 10s and I subtracted 3 10s. And then when I take 3 minus 3, I'm left with 0 10s. Step 3, stop and reflect. Suppose after subtracting the ones, there were not enough 10s from which to subtract. What do you think you'd have to do? So if that happened, so when there wasn't enough ones, I had to regroup the 10s. So if there weren't enough 10s, I would need to regroup the hundreds. Right? We always go next door to the left to the bigger number, right? And then we get 10 more. Why can you use addition to check your answer in a subtraction problem? Because addition and subtraction are inverse operations, which means they're opposites. I'll put that in parentheses. They are opposites. So if we can do one, then we can do the other to undo it. Let's do a few more practices here. So it says use models to subtract, draw the difference. Okay, so first I need to start with 500. 3, 4, 5 hundreds, 5 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, and 2 ones. Okay, so I need to subtract 1 1. I can do that. Okay, I need to subtract 6 tens, but I only have 5. That means I need to ungroup 100. How many tens are there in 100? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There are 10. Okay, so I'm going to trade 100 for 10 tens. Okay, there's my 10 tens. Can I subtract 6 now? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm left with a 9, right? And then I need to subtract 3 hundreds. 1, 2, 3. Notice I didn't do anything with this guy right here because I already ungrouped him. He's already gone. Okay, so I had to take away 3. So now my answer is we got 100. I've got 9 tens and 1 1. Okay, let's do the next one. 6 hundreds. 2, I'm going to have to probably go one over here. 3, 4, 5, 636. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. First step is I need to subtract 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm left with 2 left over. Now I need to subtract 2 tens. 1, 2. Left with 1 10 left over. So I've got 2 ones, 1 10, and then I need to subtract 3 hundreds. 1, 2, 3. So I'm left with 3 hundreds. So my final answer is 312. That one didn't even have any regrouping, did it? That was pretty straightforward. So let's do the next one. Okay. 400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 80, 80, and 6. 5, I should probably keep it pretty uniform here. Let me switch that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, first step is I need to take away 8, but I only have 6. So I need to go to my friend the 10 and say, hey, can I trade 1 10 for 10 ones? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I need to take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I am left with 8 left over. Okay, how many 10s do I need to take away? Just 1. So I am left with 6 10s and 3 hundreds. Take away 1, 2, 3. So I'm left with 100. So my answer is 168. Now to check, use addition to check. I start here and I take 168 plus, then I go over to my 318, 318. Okay, and I should get this number here if I did it right. So let's check. 8 plus 8 is 16. 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 10s. And 3 and 1 makes 4. 486. Does it match this number here? Why, yes, it does. So that means we check. Got it right. Okay, let's do it again. 270. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now I need to take away 1, 1. And look at, I have 0. So I have to go next door and get 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Need to take away 1. There we go. I've got 9 left over. Now I need to take away 3 10s. 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 left over. And take away 100. So my answer is 139. Now let's check it with adding. Take my answer, 139 plus my middle number here, 131. 9 and 1 is 10. 1, 3, and 3 makes 7. And 1 and 1 makes 2. 270. Now, does that match with our starting number? Yes, it does. Check it off. All right, that's all I have for you for today. Thanks for watching to the very end, and we will see you next time. Make sure that you ask any questions you might have. Bye.